is for my dogs. This is for the homies I got watching up above. This is for the time I feel out of love. This is for the single mamas making it enough. This is for you. This is for the pain. Running through the fire, I admire everything. This is for you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is for you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to Incognito mode. My name is Noemi and we have Li Wrecca here. Thank you for joining us. Yay!
Thank you for having me.
Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the topic everyone should be talking about.
Yeah,
It's the
of
Bullet
course.
Journal album.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so excited for you. Honestly, this is like
Thank you.
I listened to this album, a part of it, not the whole thing. I have 3 songs that I've heard and all 3 are bangers. Like, I'm not
Thank
even
you.
lying when I say I was like, oh shit, the intro, like the verbiage, the speed to the beat, to like it all is so cohesive. You can tell
Thank you.
that you took your time. Yeah, no, it's really fucking good and you should be very proud of
Thank you.
yourself. I'm excited for the rest of it. Yeah, I just wanted to give you your props because
Thank you. Thank you.
it's not just because we're doing the interview. Yeah, like this, I can already tell this is gonna be the shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
No, well, I
excited for you.
mean, it's just things are so different now, like everything's people gotta, they focus more on kind of like relevance. Like they everybody tries to do like there's artists that'll do like a song each like 2 weeks, each like month, put out a song and stuff. And like I'm like a slow
Yeah.
writer. I take my time. I try to make sure it all connects. Like I try not to repeat the same shit more than once, so like that kind of takes a while. And just like make it all connect. And I mean, I kind of miss back when like you used to like let music like marinate. It's not just like the artist puts out a song and then they put out another one like in another week. You don't really get to feel the first song like we used to. When we used to wait for singles and albums back in the days. I'm an old dude, so yeah. So like, I mean, I took my time with it. Like I was saying earlier, like I put out a post today where we did a duet. Me and the other artist JX. Shout out to JX. He did all the beats on the album, and so he had this beat that he had playing on TikTok. And I told him, you know what, I'm gonna do a duet, man. Let's announce this shit. And that shit was back in like 2021. So like I look at that and I'm like, damn, we took a long ass time with this project. But I mean, at the same time,
You said from
it's at the same time, I mean, you gotta I don't want to like half-ass it either. I don't want to just push it out there just to put it out.
yeah.
So with this project, pretty much like the way I've been describing it to certain people is like it's like my underground record, like my underground album. Like this is the
Mhm.
one where I'm just gonna let it all out like that. And after that, like we'll see what else comes from the mind. So so
Yeah.
this is like the
No.
one I have to put this one out. And um yeah, like I'm proud of it. Like it's I'll say it's kind of a darker album in a way. It's a little more serious, more raw. And we're both proud of it. We're both proud of what we've done. So I just can't wait for people to hear it, and I'm just waiting to see like what the reception of it will be. Like, will they fuck with it? Will they not? I mean, either or. Like, I'm still gonna be proud of what I wrote. It's like it's our piece.
Yeah.
Like that's what we did. Like as a collaboration. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of it, and thank you for the feedback and the kind words, of course.
Yeah. The kind words.
Of course,
No, but
I appreciate it. I'm trying to be all
yeah.
serious. I'm trying to be all
Uh,
humble, but inside I'm like I'm the shit.
you like, I already knew, you don't gotta tell me.
I'm like I'm right here, I'm right here all thugged out with the hoodie and the glasses and shit. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm I'm trying to be humble and
He's like,
shit, but I mean,
he's gonna say straight up.
but it is what it is,
No, no, you honestly, like, because we've talked before, so we're not hella
Yeah, yeah.
proper. Like, this is not like, you know, like I genuinely appreciate you as a person. You're hella
Oh, thank you,
funny. Like, yeah,
thank you.
no, like you're a vibe, honestly. And listening to your album, no, the sneak peek of it, the preview, I'm just like, dude, there's so much like more to you even than what you already show, because the
Yeah,
way your brain works, it's really like some Jedi mind trick shit. Like it's really sick.
thank
Um
you.
and your wordplay, like there's a, I don't remember the name. I think it was the third one. Let me see. Magnum Opus. Even the titles
Yeah,
of the songs, I'm like, what does that mean? It's gonna make you look more into like, what is this?
yeah.
And get to know you more personally, because you show your interests in the songs too. And there's one song where you're saying like, you're not depending on the funk aspect just because you're from the 805. No,
No, yeah, I knew you were gonna say that line. You know what's funny about it was I'm like trying to memorize that shit like for like future shows and stuff, so like I'm like,
mhm,
but yeah, it was what is it? People trying to debunk the only rapper that's from Fillmore not relying on funk.
no
But
funk.
even though
Yeah,
I dabble with it, yo, I bring the hassle with it. Like, yeah, what's funny about that line is that I wrote it down and like I mean, like Fillmore's doing their thing, and like it's all really like funk, like G funk and all that. Nothing wrong with it,
hmm,
I mean, we all love Dr. Dre, we love like West Coast, but my influence was more on the East Coast. So like I've done songs where like I'll do it over the G funk or like I'll fuck with it, but it's more just me fucking with it where it's like, you guys do it this way, but I could do it like my own way. Like I can either make it funny or I could just put these bars in it and just fuck it up. And
yeah.
yeah, just sometimes I'm just not really that heavy into it like that. Like especially for my style. So I mean, if I feel that way and I kind of stand alone in my own shit, like I fucking wrote the line and I said it. And I remember
And
like
I'm gonna
there's
stand on
people that
it.
have, and I'm like, of course, y'all can't fuck with me now. Nah, but like it was funny because I showed the song like when it was like in the early stages, like I was hanging out with people, I was showing them what I had, like, oh, what are you working on? I'm working on this album. And I remember I showed it to someone that like does that music, here in town. I'm not gonna mention no names, but I showed it to him, and I was telling him like, you know what, like it's like just some competition shit. I'm just talking shit, like that's mostly like my style. And he was
Yeah.
like, you know what, bro, I'm not even mad at you, fool. He's like, because if I was you, dude, I'd be doing the same exact shit. I was like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you get it, dude, you get it. And then the same thing too was that I was sending out the sampler, and another artist from here like sent me a message, and he was just like, "Dude, that's funny that you said that line, dude, because I can't even hate on that shit. That's like all I rap on." And I was like,
Yeah.
"I mean, it is what it is, you know." I mean, maybe I don't know, like I don't know. It's gonna catch ears, you know. Maybe some people will hate me for it, you know. Maybe they'll still fuck with it. I mean,
No.
but I
I
mean,
don't think I don't think you sounded like it didn't come off to me as like a hater. It was definitely
nah.
the aspect of competition.
Um, no, well, like, yeah, like you said, like it's the competition. Like, I mean, that's the kind of shit that I like came up on, where it was like, I mean, I miss that, like in the older music. Like, I'm gonna sound like an old guy again, but like right now, it's like you don't really see beefs like that anymore. Like, not that it's beef, but like I feel like there's not a lot of like confidence in what like people say nowadays. Like where I could say all the shit that I say, but like if I say it in a confident voice, if I say it with energy, with the flow that I use, like it does catch attention. people will like listen to it if it's that. Where like I've heard songs and it's like whether it's like trap or like newer shit, and it's just like kind of sounds like sometimes they're like nervous, like when they rap, like they just
Yeah.
don't sound confident. They don't sound like it's not a strong voice. It's like sometimes
Yeah.
it's kind of whiny. Some fools are like really low. Like it's like I don't know if they're trying to do the low voice to sound sexy or some shit. I don't know, but like some fools like straight mumble, and it's like it doesn't really sound that confident. And so it's like, how am I gonna like take you serious if this shit doesn't sound like you're saying it with confidence, or if you sound like you don't even believe in yourself, you know? So like, I
Yeah.
try to put that like I try to implement that in the music where it's like if I'm gonna say this shit, like I mean I'm gonna say it. So like like if I believe in it, like why not say it like that?
Yeah.
And
And
with
you
that and with
should.
that, yeah, and with that line too, like where it's like I felt for a while like, I mean even from the jump, like when shout out to Joey Funk and Cryptic when we started Westward, like that was back in like fuck man, that was back in like I mean the album came out in like 2009. We were at or 2010, one of the two. So, we formed this group and even then like we were like, you know what, like we're gonna do this group and like we have to understand from the jump that like not everybody's gonna fuck with this. Like especially where we're at, where at the time at the same time it was also like, like gangster rap, like Chicano rap, and here comes some
Yeah.
fucking fools that are doing like hip hop, like underground hip hop at that. So
Yeah.
we had to come in with that understanding, like, if we're gonna do this, like we have to understand that like not everybody's gonna fuck with it and we can't get upset about that because it's a choice that we made. And I mean the same thing now too, because
Yeah.
I mean I've been doing this for a while. At any point I could have just been like, hey, you know what, like I don't want to do this shit no more. I'm gonna start doing like G Funk shit. I'm gonna start doing whatever, and so at that, like, I'm starting to feel now like kind of like the alternative artist here, one of the alternative artists, because I'm not the only one. But as far as like hip hop and shit, like, and like that kind of underground shit, like I feel like I kind of am the only one right now. So I mean, I'm
Yeah.
gonna stand on it. That's why I said that. That's why I threw that line in there, and it's like, and I mean, even after, I say like, but even though I dabble with it, I still bring the hassle with it, which is like, even if I fuck with that shit, like, I still bring the bars, I still bring the problem, I still bring the drama, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's
You
like,
like the drama?
of course, so it's like, you rely on the style too much, but here's this like random ass fool that does like underground hip hop shit, and like I could fucking do it too, but I could do it in my own way,
Yeah.
and it's like, what are you gonna do about it? Pretty much.
You're like, okay, and
And
no, but
yeah,
I think that's what I got from that specific line. It wasn't more like it just it sets you apart from, yeah, you're from Fillmore, this is your hometown, but
yeah,
there you have your own style about you and you're true
yeah,
to yourself just because that's what's popping in that area at that time. You're not gonna follow the wave, you're like, I'm my
yeah,
own
yeah.
ocean. I do what
Of
I am
course.
comfortable with.
Yeah,
And
and just
not
like,
that you can't, but
uh, I mean, it's always there. Like, I mean, shit. Maybe tomorrow I'll do one. you know,
you're like, it's light work.
like right after this interview, I'm gonna get in and do one real quick. Nah, but I mean,
No, but that's
I've
sick.
always been on that. I've always been on that. Like, like to me, it's just kind of like if you're gonna do this, like, why not do it like your own way? Like, why do you have to
Yeah.
sound like the next person? Why do you have to like follow that certain format? I mean, to me, it's not worth it to even be doing this shit if I'm just gonna try to sound like the next person. I'm gonna try to sound like someone else. I don't think it's worth it.
Well, I like your style because you're like it's bar for bar with yourself. Like
Yeah,
you're not relying, like the beat almost sounds like it has to follow you. That's how like good it just sounded to me. And it's just your own flow. Like speaking of it being different and your own, that Spanish track,
oh,
dude,
Karateka.
bro. That shit was fucking crazy.
Thank you.
There's
Thank you. Thank
like
you.
I don't know I don't know if it's like the hook, but it says it's like, and this is in Spanish. La
Yeah.
Libre, like it's just sick as fuck. What's the hook? I literally tried to. I memorized it in the car because I was rapping
Uh,
along with it, but it's so hard.
mira quién vino, el karateca con libreta llena de remates como metralleta. And I forget the
Yes,
rest.
I was like,
Nah, like,
what the fuck? Trying to, I literally took me like 2 minutes to finally actually say it along with you, and I'm like, damn, that shit's hard. Like, I speak
yeah,
Spanish, and that shit was so hard.
yeah. No, you know what's funny
Like,
about that song is like I'll give you some exclusive shit, like some exclusive
yes.
stories, of course, right? So like so the whole yeah, I'm gonna get into something else, but it's gonna lead to like what I'm trying to get at. So
Okay,
like
okay, good.
so my main idea when I was doing this album was like, all right, like it's a collab album, it's okay, so this is how it happened. Okay. I'll get into that, then I'll get into that, and then I'll get to the next one. Okay, but I'm gonna go through the whole shit though. Okay, so Jeff threw this show, right? Jeffy Obvious, shout out to Jeff, of course. He's always throwing events. He's doing one this Friday. He's doing the beat battle. I'm performing that Friday too. So
Oh
um
my god, I wish I didn't live
he
so far.
I know. I was gonna tell you, roll through. um, fucking Okay, so like he did this show, right? And like a lot of times he does this show, they have beat sets. He'll have like a producer go, he's spinning, doing beat sets. And at one of these, at this particular event, JX was there. I didn't know who he was. He didn't know who I was. And so he did this beat set. And a lot of times, they do beat sets like, oh, we have any MCs want to get on, like, feel free. And so, of course, me fucking being me, I was like, yeah, let me go up there. So I go up there, I do a couple verses and shit, or I do just a couple freestyles, and I'm off, like, whatever, like, give them props, dope beats, whatever, took off, or part of the show. And later
Yeah,
on, Jeff was hitting me up like, hey, that guy that was doing the beats, like, he's been asking about you, like, I gave him your info, he'll hit you up, like, okay, cool,
yeah.
firme. And so he hits
You're
me
like,
up and he's
okay.
like, I'm like, hey, okay. And so he hits me up and he's like, hey, I was fucking with your freestyles, like, I was wondering if you'd be interested in doing like an album, like a collab album. I do the beats, you spit over them, whatever. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, like I'm down. And so then yeah, that's when he started. He started sending me beats, like I was liking beats, I was sorting some out. Um and the idea that I had in the beginning was that like, I've been in Westward. I mean, I'm in Westward. I've been in the Gutted Cigar, those are all groups. Westward is three of us,
Yeah,
Gutted Cigar was like six of us. And so the way that I would write back then, like, was like I was strictly just writing 16 bar verses. With Westward, it was like, I'll do a verse, Cryptic will do a verse, and maybe
mm-hmm.
the last one will go half and half. So, what is it? 16 bars plus the eight, and then one of us would do a chorus. Cryptic would mostly do the choruses, so I didn't have to worry too much about it. My shit was, simple. Even more with the Gutted Cigar, where it was six of us and we were all sharing a track. So then that would be like
Yeah,
sometimes it would get cut down to like 8 bars. We do half a verse, like this fool will do the other half, you know. So what I wanted to do, since this is the first time that I'm like really like writing like a whole album, pretty much. As much as it's a collab album, between me and JX, because he's doing the beats and I'm doing the writing. Like this will be like the closest thing you will hear to like a solo Li Wrecca album. So what I did
yeah,
was like, okay, you know what? My first decision was to be, you know what? I'm not gonna feature anybody on it. I wanna challenge myself and see if I could stand alone doing this shit, right? But of course, fucking the word gets out, they ask you like, oh, what you been up to? Oh, I'm working on this album, like with this producer or whatever. Oh, let me get on that shit, you know? So I had an
yeah.
artist like, hey, let me get on that shit. And I'm like, let me find a beat, man. Let's see what's up. Found a beat that he fit on pretty well. I was like,
Yeah,
all right, right, you're on it. But of course, I throw him on, I have to throw the family too. So then I hit up Cryptic, hey
yeah,
dude, you want to get right? You want to get, hey Joey, you want to do cuts for and like from there, like little by little, like I started getting featured artists, like someone. Another artist that I look up to, like from the 805, like from the jump, like before I was even doing this shit, like he hit me up about working together, and I was like, hey, I have a beat on here, like get on this shit, you know. So that happened. I have another track where it's like a bunch of us on it, and like that. Oh, okay, I'm like jumping ahead. So so that started happening, right? And at the
Mm.
time, I just had I want to say, I think it was only gonna be maybe like 7 tracks, like 6 or 7 tracks. And so one day I was just thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, dude? I'm like, I have not like I so far from the ones I've written, I have not done a Spanish track yet. None of them have any Spanish voice. Like I haven't done no Spanish. Like it was all English, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I gotta hit him with the Spanish one, you know. But I don't know what beat. So like he kept sending me beats and stuff, and I came across that one, the Karateka beat, and I was driving to work, and I started freestyling to it, but I was doing it in English, and I was just like, it's all right. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know, it sounds okay. And then just I started fucking around and
Yeah.
freestyled it in Spanish, and I was like, okay, there it is. This is the Spanish one. And I'm like,
I found it.
Karateka,
I
I'm
got
I'm gonna
it.
spit I'm gonna spit some karate shit on this. Fuck it, man. It's gonna be dope, you know. So of course, like you know, I wrote it. It was a bunch of like karate references,
Dude.
right? So then I was thinking about it again, and I was like, hey, you know what, man? Like, you're known for the ciphers, dog. You don't have a cipher track on this shit, like at all, like you know. And so then that happened.
Mm.
So then I have like a posse cut with a couple heads on it, you know. So like yeah, little by little, it started becoming where like I started adding people to it, and I was just like, yeah, this was gonna be so different in the beginning, but like you know now it's kind of like fleshing
Yeah.
out a bit, you know. And I mean, from the beginning,
It
it was
had
just
to.
gonna be like just me because like I kind of felt like you know what, like can I really carry this like as a person that was used to doing like half songs, like 8 bars just like for like one song. And so yeah, so
Yeah.
it was different just because I had to write it in that format where it's like you know I got to do the chorus, I got to do an intro, and you were saying earlier like you were liking like some of the intros, like it seemed kind of cinematic, and that was kind of like the idea of it, like where I kind of have a story for this album. The thing is that the songs don't serve as like the story; they would kind of serve as a soundtrack if I ever did something with
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah.
So right now, as far as like the story goes, like I might make a comic out of it. Or another thing I was thinking of is maybe a short film. That would be pretty dope. Where like there would be certain
That would be
scenes
fucking sick.
and then the songs would
That
serve
would
as
be
like the
sick.
soundtrack to it, you know? So like those are
Yeah.
kind of the ideas of it, you know? Kind of like, you know, like you've seen like Death Note and shit? You're
I've heard
familiar
of
with
yeah,
Death
I've heard
Note.
of it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know, they
where they
like
like
write the
write down
name.
how
So
they're gonna die.
pretty much like if this were to be like a weapon, it's like you have to write it like in a specific way for it to become the ammunition. You get what I'm saying? Where it's
Yeah.
like I could hand you this shit and be like, hey man, like you can't write it the way I do. Like you know, you could try as hard
Yeah.
as you want, but you can't write it the way I fucking write it. So like
You
balistas, you
can't
know?
replicate it. Yeah. Vales
Exactly.
madre.
So like balistas madre way, you know? And so like so pretty much
Facts.
that's like the idea of it. I just need to like flesh it out a little bit more, you know, especially if I'm gonna go with that plan that I'm gonna do either or it has to be a little more fleshed out. So it's gonna take some time, but I mean, as far as it is, I mean the album is just like bars pretty much. Like
It's
um
fucking bars. It's
it's
fucking
bars,
bars.
it's
Like
bars, it's bars,
it's
yeah.
bars, dude. Like what did you say? They set the bar, but they don't. There's another
Oh
I
yeah,
don't even know how
the
to.
trappers one, the cause these trappers set the bar but they set it too low. I think
Yes,
it was
I was
that
like,
one.
I looked at just and I was like, did you hear that shit? Like, don't let that shit bypass you. And
Like
he's
don't
like,
let
no,
it fly
I
over your
heard
head.
it. Because I've heard it, I've listened to the songs over and over
Mhm.
again. And like when you
Man,
came on, I was showing them to him, and I'm like, I hadn't even fucking heard that one. Did you hear that shit? like every time you listen to it, you'll find a new, like something new in there that you're just like I'm telling you, it's bar after bar. Like this shit is sick, dude.
I've heard that before too, which is dope to hear that. Thank you. Like
Yeah.
um they'll say that they'll be like, I played it this time and like I caught this line this time, like it flew over me like
Yeah.
the last like two times, but and I mean I feel like that's how music should be sometimes. Like I mean if it's gonna have that
It's
replay
good.
value to it,
Yeah.
and you're catching shit like every time you hear it, it's kind of like Easter eggs, like in movies,
Yes.
you watch like a movie and there's like I mean, Marvel does the shit out of that, like, and each time you watch it, you fucking find something new and you're like, oh shit, like, I kind
Yeah.
of feel like it's kind of like that. They're just like Easter eggs I just throw in there and, you know, pretty much.
Yeah. No, they're like, honestly, because I was tripping down. I was like, damn, how many songs are on the album, by the way? Like
10.
the full length.
It's gonna be 10
10.
tracks.
And
Yeah,
I only heard 3. Like, I'm excited to hear the
yeah.
rest of them just from the 3 you sent. I'm so happy for you. No, dead ass, because I saw what you said, 2021,
Mm,
and we're in 2025. Like,
yeah,
you know how much time and energy and effort, and I'm sure there were moments between those years where you're like, fuck, this shit's never gonna come out. Like,
yeah.
you lose that drive here and there, so you're like, ah, fuck it.
Oh yeah, of course,
But
of course.
you fucking did it, dude. Like, it doesn't matter the
Yeah,
amount of time. I think it was sufficient and it was perfect because the outcome is just different.
yeah.
It feels like, not only am I listening to someone that I know, which is exciting in itself, but it
Mm,
sounds like a genuine, true album that someone has released from a high quality, like, studio, like
yeah,
with backing behind it, which I was like,
yeah, yeah.
damn,
No,
Lee, you're coming like that?
yeah, no, for real. Nah,
That's insane.
that was JX, man. He has this whole community on it might be Twitch. My bad if I got it wrong. I think it's Twitch. They have this whole community, and through that, he has like other beat makers, other artists, like people that just do music and stuff. And through
Yeah.
that, he has a guy called shout out to Axa. He goes by Axa the Druid. I want to say he's overseas too. And so he's he told me from the jump like he's gonna master this shit. Like we're gonna get him to master this album. And when we did Karateka, he mastered that one as well. So he did the whole album. He mastered everything. And I remember I was bumping the songs. I had this big old speaker in the room, and I was bumping the songs. And at the time, like Karateka was the only one that was mastered. But
Mhm.
like all the recent drafts, I had them on this playlist, and I would just listen to them just to see if I would catch anything I want to change and anything. And I would play them. And one time I played them, and Karateka came on, and it was so fucking clean, like, like up here, like compared to these fucking little songs that like only I was like recording and like trying to do my little bullshit edits because I don't do that. And
Yeah.
so like I was just setting them up as rough drafts to send it to them. They clean them up, So I that day I heard it and I was like, damn, this fool fucking I don't know what the hell he did, but this shit sounds like nice and clean. And so I
That shit
told the
was
homie like, hey,
AI.
you know what, like, God damn, straight up, nah, nah,
I'm just kidding. No, but
nah, nah.
that's how
He
good
got
it
down though.
sounds.
He got down, man. Like he knows his shit. So like we knew this was a dude, man, to do the rest of the album, and he went off of that song to like make sure that it matches like through the whole album and shit. That type of quality. And it was a lot of going back and forth. Like it was a lot of like here, like this is the recent like master. Check it out. I caught this. I caught that. And they were just getting better and better with each one that they were sending me. Like, oh, this one's a little misplaced. Like the sound or like the wave, whatever. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. He'll fix it. Send it back. And with each one, it was sounding like way better. And I was like, damn, the quality's like insane. Like, and then once I
Yeah.
started hearing those, I was like, yeah, even then I was like, dude, like we're getting there. We're getting there. Like it's actually fucking happening. But yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to
And
Axa. He fucking worked his ass off on those. Like he fucking mastered and all that shit. And like we really like how they came out.
Yeah, you guys all did your big one.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I'm no like I'm so excited for the feedback that you're gonna get, um, because
Yeah.
it's been a long. I honestly like just from what we've talked and you've explained the process and like the highs and the
Yeah.
lows of things, and like what did we say last time when we recorded? We're sensitive about our shit, like
Oh
so.
yeah.
Like you're gonna be elated with the feedback that you get. Like I already know, and I'm so excited for you
Yeah.
because it's just I'm like proud of you, you know,
Oh, thank
because
you, thank you.
that's not just anyone can do what you just did, and it's like it's inspiring. Like you got me out of my
Oh, thanks.
fucking funk. Yeah,
No, yeah, I was
you did. I was like, oh shit, gotta get out.
you're like, oh fuck. Nah, no, yeah, we did talk about that last time. Just like as creatives, like, just like run it back. Like I was saying that like, it's like we create this and like we're gonna give a fuck, we're gonna be sensitive about it at times because it's something that comes from us. And I mean, sometimes you get good feedback, sometimes you get bad. I mean, especially when you first start out, you get a bunch of bad feedback, but you gotta know how to take that in and use it, like, to help you, to make you better. Like me, I came from a, like, fuck, man, like my era, like from when I started doing shit, it was like you couldn't sound like someone else. You had to come with your own shit. This was like what, like 2005, 2006, when I kind of started like writing and shit and taking it
Hmm.
serious. So like back then was also the whole like, if you don't freestyle, you're not a true MC. I don't know if you ever heard that. So
Yeah,
like,
I have. That's why I
I
know how to
fucking go.
freestyle.
That's true. That's true. That's true. There you go. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I remember you wanted to battle me too, man. We're gonna have to run that shit.
Yeah. You don't want into this.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The pen got sharper
Hey,
after this album. I don't know.
catch, catch you on the next album.
uh, nah, but it was like, they find out you rap, like, when word gets around, you go somewhere and there's always that motherfucker like, hey fool, kick a freestyle, fool. Hey fool, kick a freestyle. Like, and you had to do it. Like, you had to do it or else you weren't taken serious.
Cause then you're a bitch.
Exactly. And you a fucking bitch. And they're like, oh, that fool, he don't rap. That fool, like, I told that fool to freestyle and that fool didn't want to, like. But that's how it
You got
was. Like, it,
scared.
it sounds funny. It sounds funny to people now, but it's like, that's how it used to be, like. And,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, and it's just like, we like, I had this talk with another artist from the 805, and, he runs this, like, page that was, like, promoting people and shit, right? So when I was posting shit, like, he was reposting it, you know, shout out to Lord Sanctus, and I didn't know he ran the page, and so I went to an event, and he was there, and I remember him from a cipher that I saw, and I fuck with this verse. I was like, this dope shit. He saw me, I saw him say, "What's up?" We dapped or whatever. Then later on, I saw an interview with him, and he's like, "I run this page." So this whole time, I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, he's been the one posting my shit. Like, so then I went to another event and I saw him, and I thanked him. I was like, "Hey, thanks for, like, posting my stuff. Like, I appreciate that. I didn't know you were running that page." And he
Uh-huh.
was like, "Yeah, like, I'll tell you something." He's like, "From a lot of people that I meet, like artists and stuff, like, you're one that, like, still, like, follows those, like, original, like, rules, like, in the game, where it would be
Yeah.
like I said earlier, like, you try not to sound like anybody else, come original, come, like, be real with it, do your shit." So he respected me for that, even though, like, we know times have changed, like, people don't really follow that shit anymore.
Yeah.
They don't really follow that part of the culture anymore. It's not, so there's a few of us, but, like, to me those rules made me who I am, where, like, I have these bars because I went through that path where, like, I wasn't trying to take the easy way out. You know, I wasn't trying to make shit that easy. Like I was always challenging myself. And I feel like
Yeah.
those challenges, made me a stronger artist and it made me write the way that I do. And I mean, I still get props for it. Like I get props from people I wouldn't even think I get props from because I've heard their music. Like I would think they'd be like, "Oh, fuck this fool," like oh, this fool's just talking shit on his tracks. But I don't know, they dig the creativity, they dig the bars, they like, oh, like you said, like you point out a bar, like that's the I get that a lot too. Like, oh, I heard this song you put out the other day, or I saw this verse, and like, I like that you said this, I like that you said that, like I know what you're talking about right here, and like, that's cool. That's
Yes.
like dope ass feedback to get. Like especially a writer like me, like myself, that like I put so much time into these lines, and it's dope to get that feedback and just feel like, people appreciate it and stuff.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think that goes a long way to say that honestly, and even about your character, as you were telling that story, I was like, dude, you're dope in real life. Like there's people
Oh,
that
thank
they
you.
could portray. Yeah, no, there's people that they could portray like, oh, I do this and that, and I rap about this and that, and da 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 da. Da."
Yeah.
But you're genuinely yourself, and you're true, and you're a well-rounded person in real life and on your music, and even creatively. Like you can do comics, which is crazy. They're very
Yeah.
good.
Thank
You
you.
know about music not just as like, oh, this is fun for me. Like I
Hmm.
have actual respect for the art itself,
Oh yeah, of course.
whether
Yeah.
you keep saying like, oh, I'm gonna sound old, but I don't even think that's old. I just think that just shows
Hmm.
the maturity of how you take your sport, where it's
Yeah.
like, I want to study the people that did it before me, because if it
Oh
weren't
yeah.
for them, I couldn't do it now,
Yeah,
you
yeah, of
know?
course. Like that's another thing too, that like people just don't have that respect anymore. Like you hit a certain age and you're just not relevant anymore. But like, um, yeah, like fuck, man. You have to respect like the architect. Like you have to
Yeah.
respect those that come before you. Like I listen to like mad MCs like to kind of get like my style, like study them and shit, and like, oh shit, how did this fool do this? How did he do that? Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, like, oh you like this fool don't give a fuck. Like he talked about this, like fuck, like why can't I do it?
Yeah.
Like it gives you kind of like a freedom, like where like you're confident enough to like do what you want to do and not try to follow like a certain like I was asked this in another podcast too about it, and I was just telling them like, yeah, like I feel like I'm the only one that kind of talks about the things I talk about sometimes. And I don't know if it's ego, I don't know what it is, or they feel like they won't be taken that serious if they follow the same path. But like, I like that if I fucking feel like it, I could just make a song about whatever, like, and like, I mean, it's not gonna hurt me. Like, I just want to
Yeah.
put it out.
Yeah.
I'm not catering to like a certain like a younger demographic or whatever. Um, like I do it for the ones that are willing to listen to it, pretty much,
Yeah.
you know.
And then the people that
And
do listen to it, they can relate to it because it's
yeah,
not gimmicky. It's not this like,
yeah,
oh, I'm only gonna talk about drugs and bitches and getting money,
yeah,
and everyone talks about
mhm,
that. What sets you
yeah,
apart
yeah.
from them, you
Hmm.
know?
I was gonna say, and if I do talk about that, I'll do it in a certain way that'll either make it like humorous or like, you know
It's
what I'm
like
saying?
your
Like,
own way. Yeah,
yeah,
like you talk about anime, you talk about, like, you're funny, you talk about things that are of the culture where like Hispanic people will
yeah,
understand it. Like
yeah,
there's value in the way that you do it because you're genuinely authentic, and I
yeah,
have not heard anyone else really rap like that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever really heard that style, like the
yeah.
way you do it. And not
Thank
to
you.
say I know every rapper alive, but I
Yeah,
listen to
yeah,
enough music to where I would pick up if you're copying someone else's style or flow, and it's not.
yeah,
It's just, and like hearing, I'm telling you, I not that I didn't think you were capable. I'm just so happy, and I'm like amazed at how fucking good. Like it really does sound already. Just those I heard
Thank
3
you.
fucking songs and I'm like, dude, if someone deserves this hype and like the appreciation of the craft from our hometown, I'm not gonna sway it and like sugarcoat it. Like you deserve
Hmm.
that.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
and
that.
I just no, seriously, like obviously there's other people that rap and I know they're good,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you take very like you take pride in it and
Oh yeah.
it's just it's showing and I'm
Hmm.
very happy to witness it for you.
No, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you got to put yourself out there and you got to challenge yourself. That's the only way you're gonna get better at stuff. And like I
Yeah.
said this before too, where like I know like the internet is like such a big tool, like to get your music out. But I've gotten many opportunities from just fucking like hitting a stage and freestyling some shit like
I was
this album.
yeah, I was gonna
If I wouldn't
say.
have went up there and did that shit, like this shit wouldn't have happened. Um, I've
Yeah.
had other people wanting to work with me off of that shit alone. Like I was at this show and I saw you go up and you did your performance. I saw you up there and you did a freestyle. Like I got beats for you. I want to work with you. Let's collab. Like off of shit like that, you just gotta put yourself out there.
Yeah. And it's true. It's just putting yourself in the places that can really make you grow, I think is a
Yeah,
big benefactor for,
yeah,
the
yeah. Oh
people
yeah,
that do this. Because for
yeah.
example, you mentioned Jeffrey, like him, even knowing him, he can connect you with like someone who knows this and that, like how he did.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
"Hey, this
exactly.
guy." Yeah,
Mhm.
like networking in real life,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just the internet.
yeah.
The internet is a tool, but at the end of the day,
Hmm.
your personality and who you are is what's going to keep you connected to your
Yeah,
core like listeners. The way that you carry yourself, even with that guy, you just mentioned that he was posting your music and you didn't even know it was him, but you
yeah.
were genuinely yourself and you were nice to him and didn't treat
Hmm.
him any differently than if you would have
Yeah,
known he was the one.
yeah.
So that goes to show your character, like in real life. Like, had you known who he was, I don't think you would have treated him any differently. And for
No,
him to acknowledge that, the way that you even carry yourself and show love to the art, he's just like, he probably was like, oh fuck yeah, this guy deserves it. Like even outside of how dope you rap, like as a whole, you are a genuinely deserving person of the spotlight that you get from your friends seeing you do the freestyle in person. He's like, oh shit, like he caught the vibe. He's like, yeah, this guy's dope. Let
yeah,
me connect with him. This other
yeah,
guy,
yeah,
oh, like there is a big push from yourself when you put yourself in these situations where other people get to see who you really are in real life, not just on the internet.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree with that. I feel you on that. It's true. I mean, but yeah, you gotta appreciate just like anybody that's like liking your stuff, admiring your stuff, um, like me, like to be honest, like I write for me, so it's not like I don't
Mm-hmm.
really have an idea of like who's gonna like it, but I mean, yeah, you like it, like I appreciate it, like if it allows me to keep doing this shit, like to write the way that I do, if there's a positive outcome to it and people are fucking with it and they're sharing it and it's getting around and stuff. And I sometimes I just feel like when people get too big, they don't like appreciate that anymore.
Yeah.
And like with me, like I'll always appreciate that, like, because even I sometimes think like, damn, I'd be writing some weird shit sometimes, but like I don't know, sometimes that's what hits. Like they'll be like, oh shit, like fucking food bar full, like and like sometimes it's the random shit that'll hit, and it's just like you're like, oh shit, like all right, whatever, like why not
There
keep
you
doing
go.
that? There you go, man.
Yeah.
Here you go. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's just you just never know like who, and then at the same time too, like they say too, like you can't really expect like your friends and your family to be like your fans either, because they like really know you. Like, so like sometimes they just don't really care too much. But it's cool
Yeah.
too when like when you think like they don't give a fuck, and then like they come out of nowhere. Like I had a cousin that worked with one of my friends, and they would like carpool. And this cousin, I was just like, I always had a feeling like this fool didn't give a fuck that I did this shit. Like, never really showed
Yeah.
interest. And it didn't bother
Yeah.
me because it's family. I know, like I said earlier, like, not everybody's gonna fuck with your shit.
Yeah.
But I was caught off guard one time when my friend was like, hey, like I went with your cousin to work, and he was bumping your shit. Like I didn't know you had new songs. I was like, oh shit, really? And he goes, yeah, fool, he was bumping. He was like showing me your shit, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like trip out. And like that was a good feeling too. Like, and
So
I know you were surprised too, man, when you hit me up about this shit.
yeah, no, I was like, what the fuck is coming out? Because I've been in my own world, like
Hmm.
I come in and out sometimes of like like what everyone else has going on.
Yeah.
But when I seen that, I was like, what? It's actually like it's dropping. So I'm like clicking on it, and I'm like, oh shit, there's a date. Like
Hmm.
I was like, you know what? We talked about it last time, and I felt bad because my everything kind of fell apart for my podcast around that same
Hmm.
time. So I was like, damn, I
Yeah.
let him down last time. Now this is my time. Let me redeem myself.
I thought you didn't want to put it out.
Because
You were probably like this boring ass fool.
no, I'm so sad. No, it was you and
Nah, just
Mavu,
fucking
and I'm
around.
pissed
Oh, see,
because
see.
he dropped his, and I like it
Uh-huh.
was deleted. Justin's computer, something happened with it to where
Oh
all his
shit.
files were deleted,
Oh, that
and
sucks.
I was, yeah, and I already had edited both of them. I was just waiting
Mm.
to because I wanted to drop his before yours because
Uh-huh.
he was gonna drop
Oh,
an
okay.
album.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
I remember
the
when you dropped that
time
shit.
waiting fucked me up
Uh-huh.
because then the computer
Yeah.
crashed. I'm telling you, someone's been preying on our downfall, dude.
shout, shout out to
No,
Mario.
but for real. No, and even him, like, it takes so much courage to put your art and your heart into something
Mm.
and then to
Oh yeah.
let it out into the world for people to
Mm.
literally judge it. That's
Yeah,
scary.
yeah. No, yeah, like we're talking about that. Like, I was saying like, critiquing your shit, and like I saw this shit let me down so bad though. I saw a video from a rapper that I like, and he was
Uh-huh.
saying like fucking yeah, like, people put out stuff like, if you don't have nothing good to say about it, like, don't even say it, man. Like, why you gotta bring that negativity? And it's like, like, he let me down so bad when he said that shit. I was like, come on, dude, you're looking like a bitch, dude. Like,
You're
oh,
looking
like,
like a
like, straight
bitch.
up, like, no, straight up. If you're gonna put something out in the world, like, it's gonna get critiqued no matter what. You can't control that.
You might do it
So,
with
like,
your chest. Yeah, you might as well
so
do it with your
fucking
whole chest.
so take it, like take the negativity. Like right now, nobody wants to be negative because they're gonna sound like a hater. They're gonna. But it's like, dude, if you really don't feel like you like something, you could fucking say it. It doesn't matter, and like, I mean, if they don't even think about you that way, like, then like, why would your opinion even matter? At the same time, it's like you're just stating what you feel. Like, you say what you say. Like, you don't need to sugarcoat everything and shit. Like. And I don't know, it's like a whole different thing now. Like back then it was so easy to be like, man, that shit's whack, dude. Like fuck that shit. But I'm all negative now. I'm
But
like, I think took like a negative turn out. Like,
tell me, tell me my shit sucks.
yeah, like fuck it. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's like I know people that do.
No, but I mean, I think there comes a time where you're gonna have to accept that when you do put anything out, something negative will come your way, but
Yeah, of
just use
course.
that as
Yeah,
fuel. Use that as like,
exactly.
oh, let me listen to what they said. Is there any validity to
Yeah,
that? And then it's like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
fuck, all right, maybe I could have fixed this here and there. Or
Hmm.
if they do say it, that's their opinion. That doesn't make it true. And if
Yeah,
it is true, then fuck it, fix it.
I gone
Like,
through it. I did a fucking I did I did this fucking freestyle battle thing one time because like I was trying to do like the battle shit, and I won the first one, and I won that first one, and there was a fool in the crowd that was just talking shit. Like he was like, I don't know, I think I was rapping too fast, and maybe he just didn't understand it. And he
Mm-hmm.
was just like, "Ah, that fool's not making sense." Like, he was like in the crowd talking shit. And so then we get off the stage, and like I won the first one, so we're just like outside. And then this fool comes up to
Yeah.
me and he's like, "You know what, man?" He's like, "You're all right, man." He's like, "But I don't think you should have won that shit. The other fool was better than you." And I was like, "That's fine. I don't care. Like you could say what you want. Like, but I still took the win, you know."
Yeah. But I
And I
still
was just
win.
calm. Yeah, but I still won, bitch. Like, you know. And
Yeah.
and he just kept talking shit, so it got a little heated, like, you know. And he was just like, "Nah, it's not."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, fool, like if you think you're better, fool, like go up on the fucking stage then." And
Why
it
didn't
turned
you
into
do
like
it?
a whole thing, and then some fool went in and like broke it up and shit, and then the other two guys went at it. Oh, no, 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 that guy's brother was in the comp too, and he
Oh, okay.
battled some fool after, and then the two guys that lost went around just like for the fuck of it with each other,
Mm-hmm.
and then the last one was me and the guy's brother. And this fool was in the crowd the whole time, just fucking trying to like what is it, like heckle and shit. And so like I'm
Yeah.
over there, I'm up there sitting, and this was like, boo, like boo, fuck you, like, and I'm
He was
going,
trying to get in
and
your
then
head. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, pretty much, yeah. So then when his brother was going on, this fool was like in the crowd, like jumping around and shit, right? So then when it was my turn, I called him his backup dancer. he got all burned out. like like I forgot what I said, but I was like such and such and such, and your brother's your backup dancer, and like everybody started laughing, and he was just like fuck you, like fuck you, and it was just funny, and like his brother was like all apologizing from, because I guess that fool was like drinking a lot and shit that night, so he
He's
was
probably
all
drunk.
buzzed,
Yeah.
and he was just like, hey, like as my brother, man, like you got down, like I'm sorry for my brother, like he says he's a dumbass, like but I mean it happens. You come across
He's
people
like,
that
he's
don't
my
fuck with
dumbass
you.
backup dancer.
Backup dancer, not even doing the right moves, bitch. Like,
He
But
was going left when he
yeah,
was supposed to go right.
yeah, right. He's like, you didn't follow the choreography and shit. We practiced for 2 weeks. Fucking
I'm fucking dead.
yeah, but like that happened, and I mean things come back to, oh, man, you're not that good, but I mean it is what it is. You fucking if you believe in what you do, like none of that shit matters. To be
Yeah.
honest, like
And you can use it like you did, and that's
yeah,
literally in the moment you use that shit as ammunition. You're like, all right, fuck
yeah,
you.
of
Now I'm gonna
course.
fucking use that and turn it to my benefit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, that's what it is, it's the competition shit,
Yeah,
It's the
yeah, and I
competition.
think
We
that's
we we all
something.
think we're the shit,
Yeah, we are. Like if I
But
rap.
yeah, you know, I mean, you wanted to battle me. You still want to battle
I'm
me,
fucking
right?
dead. I do. I am gonna battle you one day, and I'm gonna win
We're gonna
too.
we gonna we
Uh,
gonna we gonna we gonna have to set that date, man, and fucking live fucking freestyle battle.
Dude, honestly, I do freestyle in my car. I'll just throw like some random instrumental, and I'm like, all right, I'm bored. Fuck
Hey,
it.
that's the way to go. I was driving to
Just
work one time at my old job. I was driving to work one time, and I had this fucking beat, like freestyling it all the way from the house to my job, and then I go in, and this girl that was working with me, she was like, "I just saw you come in, dude. You look like you were talking to yourself." I was like, "Ah, shit." I was like, "Oh, nah." I was all like, I was all shy about it. I'm like, I had a good beat playing.
yeah. I'm fucking
Like
dead.
this girl,
It's like I had a good
this girl
beat.
probably thinks I'm all crazy talking to myself and shit,
He's
fucking
like, I
panic
got
attack or
lucky.
something.
She's like, oh, that's cool. He gives himself little pep talks before work.
Uh-huh. He's like, he was preparing for the shift.
Oh my
In my
god,
car,
that's
giving myself a
hilarious.
fucking pep talk and shit.
Oh,
Nah,
fucking.
yeah, but it was funny. She's like, you look like you were talking to yourself. I'm like, I had a good beat playing.
I would have flipped and be like, why are you staring?
uh, I'd be like, It was a freestyle. I don't remember. Nah,
I'm fucking dead.
I I
No,
throw that out.
but
No written here. No written. It was all freestyle. I don't
no
remember.
written.
Not
I
written.
don't recall. Oh my god. What would you say was your favorite part of making this album?
Mm. Mm, I think just like the writing process, maybe, which I usually
Yeah.
kind of dread in a way sometimes, because like I stress it out
Mhm.
sometimes. But yeah, just trying to just like putting it together was dope. I think that's what it was. I mean, the recording, I like recording, but I don't like editing. I hate that shit because I'm not that pro at it. Like a lot of my shit is like
Yeah.
I'll just record it and either send it to the producer or the engineer and stuff. And so like a lot of this was like I had to send like rough drafts where like to show them like how I wanted the song, you know. So like that took some work. But I think yeah, just like writing it, coming up with the lines, the inspiration of it, like the title took a while to come up with. I didn't really know what we were gonna name it. I've
That
been
makes
into
sense.
like journaling and shit like that, and like everyday carries and shit, just like what you carry with you or essentials and shit. And so like there's like a format like to journaling called the bullet journal. You use like bullet points, and then it's just kind of like a good way to organize like what you write and stuff. So it was
Mhm.
just like a pun on that, where like I did that line, you know, like every bar is ammo. You could call it bullet journaling. So that would kind of reflect like a rhyme book or something. Like my rhyme book has my punchlines, and like everyone is like a weapon, pretty much, if you know the way I write it. So
He
that
said
was
my
the
lyrics are
idea of the,
lethal.
exactly, you get it. So
I'm dead.
so yeah, like it was just like a clever way of just being like, you know, like I write this way, you can't really fuck with it. And just the
Yeah.
visual of it was pretty dope. Where like the cover took a while to do too, because like I did the cover and I had different versions of it,
Okay.
and it just wasn't like a lot of them just didn't reflect the title. And I was like, ah, what would be dope is like it's like I'm opening the notebook and like the bullets are falling out of it, you know?
You look like a
And
samurai almost. You know how they have like their hats?
yeah, yeah, fuck yeah. And so like I thought that was a cool visual, and I was like, shit, that's gonna be the cover, like. And yeah, I was just kind of like I was kind of inspired by like there's like a genre in Hong Kong films called gun fu. It's not like kung fu, but it's gun fu. And it's there's like a very famous director called John Woo that's done these like classic movies, The Killer, Hard Boiled and shit. And like it's kind of like John Wick movies were like inspired by that genre, where it's like they're having the gunfights, but they're kind of like it kind of looks like a kung fu fight, but it's like, you know, they're using the guns, and
With
you
guns?
know they're like, yeah, and just like a lot of bullets and shit. So like I started getting into those films, and so that kind of inspired it in a way. Like my intro has like nods to that and like what I'm talking about. And so you familiar with Wu Tang? Raekwon did this album, Only Built for Cuban Links. It's like a classic. And you know, like Wu Tang has those like those the audio, the samples, you know, like the kung fu
Mhm.
samples, what is it, shadow boxing and all that shit. So like what this dude did when he did his album, it's really known for like kind of like crime rap, like mafia kind of shit. So what he
Mhm.
did is that he got samples from the movie The Killer, which is one of these movies, and
Mhm.
I listened to the album before I saw the film. So when I saw the film and I was watching it, I was catching a lot of these samples, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's where he got that shit from." And it made sense because he's more of like a gangster type of rapper than the rest of the Wu Tang members. His shit was like more mafia, where
Mhm.
like, you know, Method Man was doing kind of like, you know, like the drug rap, like, you know, Wu Tang when they're all together, it's like more like kung fu shit. So so that was an inspiration for it as well. And yeah, so like that's where like the whole like idea of the bullet journal came. I got like bars in there that have to do with like, you know, back then I was against that kind of shit, but like I always felt like it took me a while to like kind of realize that like even if you rap about something negative, if it's written really well, it could be really captivating. You know, it could really catch you.
Yeah.
And I feel like my style changed because like when I was kind of starting, I was a little more conscious rapper in a way, like and
Mhm.
and just over the years, it started getting a little more aggressive, a little more attitude with it. And so I kind of learned that a little later, where it's like, I can write about this shit. Like, if I write it well enough, like, it'll catch ears, Like, it's
Yeah.
not even about being wrong or right. It's just that, like, it's a piece of work, It's like a piece of art. Like, if I do it
How
well, like,
creative.
yeah, it'll still push me creatively at the same time. But, um, yeah, like, we watch films and like some films are like really fucked up, but they're done like really well, like, and so like, we overlook that. Like, we enjoy it because it's cinema. It's the way that it's filmed. It's the way that it's written. Like, we don't judge it off of like what
Mhm.
it's about. Like, we judge it over like how it's made. Like if it looks good enough, if it's
Yeah.
written well enough. So that's kind of like the approach I took
Yeah.
like later on, where it's like, I mean, I could do this like, I was doing the songs with Cryptic Soul, like shout out to Cryptic Soul in London. He's a horrorcore rapper. So like we were helping him with his album, like on the features, me and Ernie, and like, and a lot of it is like it's violent ass shit, and I watch a lot of horror movies, so I was able to like put that, like, include that like in my bars, and he fucked with it. Like, oh, I seen that shit. Like, like I like that bar. Like, like, and I mean, yeah, it's fucked up, but I mean, if it's written well enough, like, people will dig it. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and it's true because you have a lot of references that I had to like YouTube or Google because I don't
Yeah,
understand them all. But then when you do, it just adds to the whole picture.
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
yeah, that's what I love at the beginning when you mentioned the creativity behind the video and it being like a
Hmm.
little mini movie because I feel like that'd be a really cool way to tie it all together. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just like who thinks of that? Li Wrecca. Like
Ah,
that's really
a
cool.
huevo.
So well,
You
no,
got me all,
but
you got me all feeling myself right now.
no, and I honestly I want you to because this shit is I'm telling you, I only heard the 3 songs that you sent me and I'm like very excited for the rest of the other songs.
That was the sampler. We put that out through that link. Well,
Mhm.
the first two were the singles, which was Karateka was the first single, Kiriyama was the second one,
Mhm.
and we were trying to decide on like what would be the extra track that we throw on there that like no one has heard yet. And we felt
Yeah.
like the Magnum Opus was the right one, just because of the certain lines on it, and just like the attitude behind it, the just the flow, the way I had fun doing that song. That song was one that I
Yeah.
had a lot of fun doing, and if we had planned to like release it last month, but JX hit me up and he's like, you know what, we should release one more song before we do that, before we put out the album. And I decided on Kiriyama because that song, that was another fun one that I did, and that was one of the earlier ones that I wrote. And that one
Mhm.
basically, I named it off of a character from a film called Battle Royale. I don't know if you're familiar with that film.
No,
It's
I
kind
was
of like
trying to Google it.
it's what is it? It's like Hunger Games before like the Hunger Games, pretty much. So like this movie
Okay.
came out
Yeah.
in Japan and it was banned for like a long time. It's kind of the same premise. It's like there's like this law going around in Japan about these like kids that like stop going to schools and shit. So what they did is they made this law
Mhm.
that like there's this sort of like fucked up like lottery where like a class gets chosen each year and they send them to this island and they have to kill each other off until like one is left, pretty much. So it's very similar, yeah. And so there's a character in that movie called Kiriyama, and so, like in the film,
Mhm.
because there's also a comic to it and there's a novel to it, and they're all different. I think maybe the manga and the novel are close, but It's different in the movie where like in the movie this character is not even part of the class. Like he signed up for it himself. So this fool by his own
Oh, okay, okay.
choice showed up to like be part of the fucking game pretty much. And so like they see this fool and they
This
don't know
was
who the
a
fuck he is.
psychopath.
Like who the fuck is this? And then there's like another character too that's like a whole different character, but he's also there and they don't know who he is. So this character ends up being like the main fool to take out like most of the students, like ruthless ass fool. Like and when I was thinking about this shit, I did a well I did my first cipher like a long ass time ago, and on in the cipher I said one of the lines in the chorus, cause in battle royales I'm Kiriyama with an Uzi, and so like I thought of that and I was like, you know what, like I kind of want to use that on a song, like where I just have that line, like just add it kind of, you know, like if it was like a sample
Yeah.
kind of, and so you know I heard that beat and I was like I could make it that song, and of course that one's just me talking a lot of shit, aggressive, fucking unapologetic, and I just named it after that, and like, cause I like, I thought that character was crazy. Like, I thought he was dope. Like, it's like, he just didn't give a fuck, you know. Like, this fool don't even talk in the movie. Like, he's just going around like murking everybody pretty much. And so like,
He has
that's kind of
aura.
like how, yeah, like so he's just kind of like in the competitive spirit of it. It's like, I mean, what does an MC do? Like, fucking, you go around and just try to murk like every fucking rapper like any way you can. So that's why you
Yeah.
know, I did that. And of course, because he's rolling around with a fucking Uzi, like I felt like it fit kind of like the bullet journal theme, kind of, you know. And
Yeah.
and there's like another thing I was gonna mention earlier, and I just remember what it was. I had kind of like a small concern in the beginning with it, with the whole album, because like people kind of know me in a way like for kind of being silly sometimes on my shit, like and saying like jokes and stuff. This album's a little more
Mhm.
serious. It's if there's jokes, they're very subtle. You'll catch them, but they're not like out there like in other verses that I've done. So I was kind of
Mhm.
concerned about that for a bit, and even Joey Funk, he fucking heard like some of the early versions of it, and he was like,
Mhm.
"Damn, it's a little more gritty," you know. And I picked the beats, and like the way I write is like, you know, you follow the beat, you know, in a way, like you hear the beat, and the beat's what inspires you to write what you write, you know. So that's pretty much what
Mhm.
I got out of all the beats that I chose, was just except for like a select few, but a lot of them were a little faster. Some were like, you know, they it just inspired me to write this shit like the way that I did, you know. Like sometimes you gotta surprise them, you know, like you know, sometimes you don't gotta be like that predictable, like throw them off a little bit. And it
Yeah.
was funny because at the time I wasn't really putting out a lot of stuff. Like even now, like I'm barely starting to get back to posting stuff. As far as like a project, like
It's
this album
805.
will sound different. Yeah, yeah, 805 hip hop, of course.
Yeah. I'm just happy for you. And
Thank you.
what's the date? What's the actual date that the full album drops? Yeah.
The
See
27th,
that 27th. What
like
day is that? A Saturday? Friday?
I think it's a Monday, if I remember correctly. I think
It's
it's
a
a
Monday?
Monday. Yeah,
Damn, you're gonna make me wait the weekend to listen to the whole thing. That's crazy.
yeah,
No, seriously. Like I'm excited, and I just want you to be able to. Do you have anything you specifically want to say, like to thank the people that were a part of it, or what do you want people to take from it? Some choice words for your album, because it took you what 5 years to do it,
yeah.
so you better have some words for it.
I got some stuff. I got some shit. Just don't let people tell you how to do your work. Like don't let people tell you how to do your art, especially if it comes from you. Um, we're so, you know, we're all so fucking used to trying to like make it and be heard and get attention, and clout is very dangerous right now, you know, because people do anything for clout. But like
Yeah.
in my example, how are you gonna tell me to make the music that I make when you haven't even heard like the people that I've listened to that help me like do what I do? You know, how are you gonna tell me if it's real music or not if you don't even respect the ones that came before you? You know, it's a lot of things. Like, don't don't fucking like do what you want to do. Like even what I'm saying right now, like if you're watching this and you disagree with everything that I say, like don't follow it. Do you? You know, because I do what I do, you do what you do, and shit, we won't get in each other's way because as long as there's people that fuck with you and there's people that fuck with me, like we have our people that support us and they follow us and they love our shit. So just don't just let anybody just tell you how to do your thing. If you really believe in what you're doing, then follow through with it. Because only you can do what you do. Like only you can do the music that you do, and there's nobody that's gonna be holding your hand to fucking help you through that shit. Like just fucking be confident in it and stand tall and fucking take the blows when they're negative. Fucking take them and just keep fucking rolling with it. I'm trying to bring back that feeling, you know, like when I was young and I would fucking buy an album and it's like, oh shit, let me go through the whole fucking album from start to finish. Let me like really let this shit soak in, let it marinate, Um I don't have to worry about like this fool putting out like a bunch of other shit after this fucking album, like let it sit for a bit, you know, and I'm hoping there's people still wanting to listen to albums like that, you know.
Yeah. So I want to thank you, Lee, for your time,
Oh no,
dude,
thank
and
you,
just
thank
like
you, thank you,
I'm stoked for you, dude. Like I really
thank
am
you.
excited, and I need to pay attention to my social media more because that took me for a loop. I was like, what?
Ah, you're good, you're good. Like I
So
said, I just barely started like posting shit again just because of that, because of the release of it, like I was like, yeah, we got to get on this and we just got to we got to promote it. Once we like announced it, I think we had like a month like to do this. So like, we've been on it. Like he's been sharing shit, I've been sharing stuff, trying to think of stuff to put up, for it just for the anticipation of it and just to get the word out. And I'm not really one to like really be posting shit like over and over again because I just feel a certain way about social media. But I mean, it's for a release. It's
hey,
worth it. It's
use
worth
it.
it.
It's
I'm
a
gonna I'm gonna
tool.
do it for
Use it.
sure. Yeah, exactly. So it's just yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm excited as well. We're excited about it, and I just hope they fuck with it. I hope they like the other songs as much as they like the sampler. And I'm very proud of what we did. And I'm hoping people they listen to it and just like that, like actually take a listen to it and not just like skim through that shit. Oh, none of these are fucking
Yeah.
like G-funk beats. Like I'm not gonna listen to this shit. But
No, I
but I
think
mean
they
I
will.
mean
I mean, I for
e-
sure
e-
will.
expand it a little bit. Like listen to something else for once.
You're like,
Yeah,
here, listen to my syllables.
just to listen to these
I'm
barras.
dead. Look, I enunciate.
Like, yeah, straight up, dude, straight up.
Round of applause for the sampler. I'm just the bullet journal is on my. I already have it saved, so as soon as you drop it, it'll
Yeah,
it'll notify me.
yeah, hell
So
yeah.
you guys
Thank
please
you,
save
thank
it.
you.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I'm excited for you. Once you know what you're doing and you know how you want to do it, I agree with you. Just go for it. Don't let anyone
yeah,
tell you how to do it because it's yours. And yeah, just go with it and just do what you have to do and get it done. So I'm gonna make sure that I can help you promote it with this interview as much as I can. Thank you for your
thank you.
time. And this is Incognito mode. Let's give a round of applause for Li Wrecca. Wrecking in a city near
Hey,
you.
yeah,
Hopefully soon.
fuck yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
for having me.
Any last words? You're
No, just thank
welcome.
you for having me, and you know, I'm glad you're back on the podcasting.
We're back. You're my first interview
Yeah.
since I decided to go back,
Hey,
and I was like,
hell yeah.
so
His name is Lee.
I'm
God
gonna
damn
try
it.
to. God damn it!
God damn
Let
it. His
him
name is
know.
Lee. God damn it. Hell yeah.
No, and
Motherfucker's
I'm
still
just
going
it's
around like this. They're still going around like Little Wrecca. I'm like, motherfucker, really, fool? Like, where do you see the second L?
Little Wrecca.
They're like Little Wrecca. I'm like, fool. I know I'm short, dog. Stop being a dick.
Now you're fucking with my spirit.
Now you're hurting my self-esteem. Now you're hurting me.
It's just personal. I'm about to write a fucking diss track on you.
Shit, man. Hell yeah. Hell
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Well, I'm just excited for you, like I said, and when the time comes, I'll be one of the first people to listen to it, and I'm just happy for
I
you.
appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm clapping my nails.
I thought you were saying bye. I was like, oh shit. She's kicking me out already. I'm like,
It's
oh,
over.
fuck. It's cause like your hand's like right here, but I see myself in the little square, you know? So it's just like, it looks like you're doing this. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, cortale, or what?
Why are you like this? Because me too.
I'm like, she's telling me, she's
I'm
giving me the
just
sign, ya, cortale, güey, quítate, güey, salte.
no. My little sister was showing me. It's never mind. Let me not even get into that. I'm too old to know what the fuck that means. But it's just I'm just happy for you, dude.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, so let me just say for the first episode of Incognito Mode, we're gonna wrap it
You,
up with Li Wrecca. Listen to the
mm-hmm.
Bullet Journal dropping October
Yes.
27th.
Yeah.
Stop playing with him and listen to that shit
Mm.
right now because there's a sampler out right now.
Yes. Don't be a fan.
Don't
Be
be
a
a
fan and download that
fan.
shit.
For real. Be a
Straight
fan,
up.
Dulce.
Straight
Be a
up.
sweetheart. Listen to it. But thank you, Lee, and I just appreciate
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
And you
Likewise.
guys have a great rest of your week. This is Incognito Mode, and we're out.
This is for you, this is for my dogs, this is for the homies I got watching up above.